Well, maybe the 50-cent smartwatch is gonna have a little bit more of that on it.
A little more, a little more.
Yeah.
A little more look at me.
So, anyways, we're here to talk about SMS today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was out in the booth testing some stuff out. I hadn't tried the noise canceling ones yet. Those are nice, especially on the show floor. Lots of noise, cuts it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's a big thing. And then the other thing you guys have got is the ones for fitness, or sort of
sports.
the athletic sports ones. Could you tell me a little bit more about those ones?
Well, the sports headset, the sports version of SMS Street.
Right.
It's the same size as the traditional Street version, and it's the same 40 millimeter driver, driving the musical components. It's just
so it's gonna get a lot of low end there. Right. You're looking for that bass, right?
And it has a actually polyurethane nylon to create the durability that, when I used to twist the headsets.
Oh, yeah, I did that in a video I made when I was looking at the original Streets. Yeah, I showed people. It's tough. Kind of tough.
Yeah, it has like a perforated leather around the actual ears. So it's a big difference, and it's coated, has a technology around it that actually waterproofs it. So a lot of times we'll be out and it'll start raining, and you're not gonna take your headphones off your hat when it's actually raining out there. You feel like it's protected, but it's not.
Yeah, for sure. So once again, when you make an investment in headphones, to know that they're durable is a big deal.
Yeah, I mean,
and I guess sweat too, right?
Yeah, exactly. Inside your actual ear cup, that it gets through the actual ear, inside of the actual. The listening device, depending on how hard you're working. See, a lot of the professional athletes, they work hard enough.
Trust me, I'm not working as hard as you are, man.
To damage the actual. If you're getting off with one little bead running down your head.
I was looking at your Instagram feed. I saw you hitting the speed bag. The other day. I'm like, nah, I'm not on that level.
If you're doing a little something, like I got too much of that around me not to be inspired by it.
I was doing a little bit of research, and I found out you actually did some boxing at a young age.
I was younger, a lot younger.
Some people don't know that.
Yeah.
Do they?
But Passover, I always told them that I was living vicariously through Floyd, but it's because I actually got into it and was into it a long time ago. Without I was more fans of Pernell Whitaker, Mildred Taylor, Michael Nunn. And
it was news to me, but it sort of made a lot of sense.
Did I end up over there?
Yeah.
See, I don't do anything that's not organic to my personality or to what I actually would use myself in music. Like when it comes to like what I did with Vitamin Water was actually it was taboo. In the past, it was you crossing over or you're a sellout. And then it changed artists' mind when they realized how much money I actually made. And it inspired the 360 deal. Because following that is when they started to implement the 360 deal, where they did add finances to their actual events for the causes, but they didn't add additional staff or employees that would actually get you the deal. So it says if you actually make it to the point that you actually have deals away from the actual music, they get a piece of it.
Of course.
But if you don't, then it's cool. We'll bet on the music.
Yeah, most definitely. No, I mean, in a time of sort of the power of social media,
right?
Influential people become that much more important, right?
Look at how influential you became with your YouTube channel.
That's exactly correct.
You see what I mean? Like, and it's like, this is a reflection of the times. Things changing.
Yep.
Not everyone has the skill set or the idea to do what you actually did, and a lot of times, like, I see the visuals becoming more as important as the actual song itself.
Yeah, videos are getting crazy right now.
It's just the way people are consuming the music. So it's like when you hear a song from a new artist, you may be or you're familiar with the actual artist, but it's a new song. You go, what was that? And they'll end up on YouTube, going to look to hear the song again and say, yeah, this is the song that I heard on the radio. So they'll play it a few times and they enjoy it from YouTube.
For sure.
So if there's a visual or something connected, we started putting out word videos. Like when the song came out, the video came that actually had the lyrics.
Yeah, I've seen those on YouTube. Yeah. No, for sure. It's become a huge music player. You got videos with hundreds of millions of views. Because people are hitting that replay button. They're sharing. It's a really shareable format. It's faster than word of mouth. They can get on Twitter, get everywhere else.
It's all over the place, connected.
Yeah, that's it. And so, you could take a traditional sort of format, which is telling people what you like, and it just gets amplified, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've been noticing the hashtags on your Instagram. It's like, you know, no matter what you're talking about, it's SMS audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't, because I promote a lot of different things, but I don't want them to forget music, because this is my personal interest. Like, if you're involved in music and eventually you're in front of camera so often that you become comfortable. Then if you actually traveling, if you like it, the effects in the actual films, look at this. Lucasfilms, the deal with Star Wars with SMS.
Cool
audio.
looking headphones, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to send me with a
Give
pair.
me the coolest one. Like, according to the New York Post, the coolest.
Oh, is that what it
launched.
was? Okay, we got to do better in this video right now.
We got to do it. According to the New York Post, the coolest headsets launched at CES 2014, 50 Cent Star Wars.
All right. I'm a fan of the Stormtrooper ones, plus the Jedi, the Rebel Jedi ones. I'm not sure that's the right way to call them, but well, there they are. They're behind you right now. Those are some nice color schemes you got going on.
Cool ones, cool headsets.
Yeah. When are those available? Do you know?
First quarter, yeah.
Oh, okay. So pretty soon. So stay tuned to the channel, guys. We're gonna be showcasing that stuff as soon as it's available to us.
He could get a chance to show you the workings, the inner workings.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen one of my videos, but we go in depth. You know, we take sort of a normal product video and turn it into a really informative, piece of content. And not to speak about us too much, but like it sort of extends the experience. Like video, like you spoke about for music, it's sort of the same way in the product world.
Right.
You know.
The cool part is now our devices have advanced to the point that your telephone is shooting HD. So that's sufficient for in-studio performance. For you to lip sync it and then lock it to the music and put it up on your YouTube.
Yeah, the barrier to entry keeps getting lower. The amount of money it costs to get into it, there's no excuses now. Yeah. You know, if you got
real
an idea.
artists can do things with nothing right now.
Yep.
Like, because the instrumentals, what we were doing in the very beginning, like the cool part, the thing that I did with mixtapes was I formatted what was a freestyle performance in song format.
You made it work.
Yeah, so they didn't know that it wasn't as cool as the actual album someone else was making, because it was in format. And then it changed the way they make mixtapes. Like when an artist say he has a mixtape coming out, it's actually his album before his album. It's
yeah,
90% of the time, a song off of that tape becomes the record that leads into his actual album.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it's also kind of like a market test in a way.
It is.
Put it out there as a sample.
See if people enjoy it, then you know you're in the right vein.
That's right.
A material,
That's right. Yeah, I read something about you, about how when you first went in the studio, you had sort of lyrics on a page but not formatted, right? And then
I kind of feel the music. If you're not actually in pocket with the actual music, I don't think
it matters.
Yeah, I think a hit record is a marriage between the content and the actual music that's there.
For sure. Yeah, you need both.
Yeah, if you put weak lyrics over really good music, people aren't gonna be interested. If you put the most phenomenal lyrics ever on some garbage,
you need it
all.
all.
Production, they ain't gonna.
If people don't want to move, if it doesn't make you feel good, what's the point, right? Yeah. One question for you. I got a lot of viewers who are younger, just starting to get into tech and stuff, but a lot of them are probably into music too.
Right.
And just since I got you here, wondering if there's any advice you'd give, regardless of what it is that people want to do. I mean, you essentially came from the bottom,
right,
all the way up to here. Here we are. You know what I mean? And so, any advice you could give to somebody out there that sort of wants to create something, but is intimidated or doesn't think they have the skills.
I gotta go now. You gotta first break that phobia and do it openly. And so even if it's you could be in a room by yourself and do it. When you post it, you did it in front of a lot of people.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? But you gotta actually perform and practice it until break past that point. And your confidence is so important as an artist that sometimes you have to be overconfident to withstand the doubt that'll actually happen for you until it's your actual time. Like, I thought I was ready in '97. I'm like, I'm hot. But
hip hop is about
nobody cares.
Yeah, but it's about having that though. You got to have the bravado. If you don't have it before you start, when are you gonna get it?
But what you get is when through the artist community, even an established artist feels this energy, because the new artists will feel like, yeah, it's great that you made it because you're confirmation of success, and I want my shot to make it. And then when you keep making it over and over, they go, God damn it, could you go home? You keep standing there, I'm not gonna ever get my shot to stand there, and I'm ready now. And again, I felt like I was ready in 97, and nobody was paying any attention. And I wasn't ready in 97.
Nah.
I wasn't ready in 90. I put an album out, Power the Dollar. I wrote it in 98. It came out in 99, and on Columbia Records. And I thought that record was ready. And that one didn't come out, but I did have How to Rob on that record, and
that got some attention.
Yeah, it made everyone take note that I existed as an artist, period. And then in 2000.
Yeah.
2000 is when I had actually got ready, because I've lost my ability to be marketed and promoted by a major record company, and I had to figure it out on my own.
Wow. Yeah, it will be interesting to sort of, if you were coming up right now in these times, like you didn't have YouTube back then.
Oh, they wouldn't be able to touch me. They already be on sale. Now they got access to things that I didn't have access to.
Yeah.
They had the ability to build the following. Look at this. 700,000 subscribers to your actual YouTube
You actually
channel.
checked me out.
Yes, I did.
All right, a little
Now
research.
Look, while you got that going, this is you sitting here and technically analyzing products, saying, this is cool, this is not, get this shit out of here. This right here is cool. And look, but you doing that alone, your personality is what's drawing 700,000 people to you. Now, if you had musical content that people would actually generate interest, that's 700,000 people that would potentially be buyers of your actual music.
For sure.
And just a circle of people around you, they could just be into that, like reality television, like watching you upload things. I would actually have cameras playing in the house.
24 hours a day.
Cameras run. Cut it, we're going to edit it.
No, it's true. It's amazing. Like I view YouTube as a social network.
Yeah.
Just like Twitter, just like Facebook, just like Instagram, except you have video, which from a communication standpoint, it's the best we have on the web.
Right. Look,
face to face.
We can see people, even in the artist community, they have strong points. Like you can see them be really, really, really talented guys because they come out with really good material. And then as soon as they start to move, something goofy happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you go,
what's wrong here?
Yeah, like what happened? Like, matter of fact, just stand still. Like the girls in the music video.
Yeah.
Some of them is there, and you be like, oh my God, like she's dropped dead gorgeous. You looking like
I see your videos.
I didn't even know they
right?
made those like that. Like,
Yeah.
Then you go, the music starts and she start moving and and you're like, oh no, baby, stand still. Go back to standing still. Look, just move the camera. Don't move her. It just,
Yeah. You need the whole package.
Yeah.
It's gotta all be there. Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, that's some good stuff. Great advice for people. We're going to see some brand new SMS products coming out shortly.
Yeah.
I'm excited, like I said, to take a closer look at them, especially the ones with active noise cancellation, as well as the athletic stuff. I can work on my own personal athletics.
Yeah.
See, I play hockey.
Go get it. Oh,
Can you
hockey.
believe that?
Hockey is really a boxing sport.
You think so? Well,
Man, they play so they can punch you in the face
That's
on
true.
ice.
That's true.
They get off and going. That's the highlight when they actually start to have an altercation.
That's
when
true.
I start looking like, whoa.
That's true. That's when you stop on the ESPN.
Yeah,
you're
you
like-
jump. I always stop to see that.
Yeah.
And my imagination is just running like, what the fuck?
Now-
How do you fight somebody on skates?
That's what I was about to say.
They're so comfortable skating that they can do it.
You ever been on skates?
I did, like two times. One time it was an Onyx video.
Really?
The React video, we shot it in the ice skating ring.
Wow.
I had
I never
no
saw that
idea
video. I got to
why
look that up.
Why they wanted to shoot in the...
Is that on YouTube? Go look it up, everybody.
Yeah, I really didn't know why the fuck they wanted to ice skate. Like, it was tough for me. Like, it was like, why? Put me in the box.
Maybe they're fans of the sport. Who
I was
knows?
there, like, the day before in the ice skating ring with little kids, like, trying to learn how
Just
to
practicing. It's not easy if you wait. Like, where I'm from Toronto.
Uh-huh.
They get you on skates when you're 4 years old.
So it's like walking for you, like
that's
roller
right.
skating.
That's right. It's like you need to know. It's a coming of age type thing.
Definitely.
Yeah, and so as an adult, it's easy. But you get somebody who has never tried before later in life,
Yeah.
it ain't pretty.
That's look. I went to the X Games, right?
Right.
And I saw the crazy things they was doing with the skateboards and stuff. And it told me, stay in your lane.
Don't get on the BMX.
That ain't for me, man.
Yeah.
I liked it. It's amazing. Kids, they're like 12 years old.
Yeah, it's nuts.
And I watched them do they got to be doing about 35 miles an hour by the time they come out of the ramp.
It's
Easy.
Nuts. It's nuts.
Easy that fast.
It's
and
nuts. That's a tough one.
Flying. His mother's sitting there like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the tough part too.
He's flying.
That's a tough
He goes
one.
the wrong way off of that thing. You'll be like, what?
How would you take it if your son came along and said,
Oh, decide you wanna do it?
I'm going to be on this BMX or motocross or something crazy like that?
Well, I mean, it's a process. Like,
You say, let's do
you
it
gotta
right.
get good. Yeah,
let's do it right.
Let's get some help. Let's get some people here who know how to do it.
I know you're a boxing fan. Do you ever watch UFC or no?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you saw
Yeah.
what happened to Anderson Silva?
Yeah, it's crazy. Whole leg looked like it was going to come
That's
on.
one of the ugliest things I ever saw on TV,
I
man.
seen it one time before though in Muay Thai.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched. I went to I was on tour. I went to Taipei, Thailand,
Wow, you did it.
Bangkok, and Taiwan.
That's like world central headquarters for Muay Thai. Yeah,
and
yeah.
then went and it was cool. They actually start training early too. Like they actually decide like
Early
5,
on.
6 years
Right.
old they're gonna be like that. And then-
Right. Yeah, I saw a documentary on Muay Thai where the prisoners of
Uh-huh.
a certain jail once a year host fighters from international destinations can come in and you can fight a prisoner, but they're trained. They train all year.
Uh-huh.
It's like their one day to perform, but it's like a religion to them over there.
Yeah.
It's another level.
That'll work. And that might be something they could do to prevent aggression. Like what's that movie we just watched? The Purge. One day, yeah, the prisoners could fight. I
Yeah.
could kill everybody that week.
Right, but there's a lot of training too that you got to do in the meantime. And I know you're into training. You know, if you're feeling aggressive before you get on the weights or whatever on the punching
Yeah.
bag, you feel better about it. I assume.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't have
think-
any experience.
No, I think every time you that physical adjustment when you start to see yourself being able to do more, that you start feeling better about
Yeah.
it. You know.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's been cool, man. Very informative. Awesome interview. Great to talk to you. Great to meet you.
Pleasure.
Yeah, for sure. And you all know who he is, but go check him out. Go watch some videos. He's all over YouTube. And thanks for watching. More coverage from CES 2014 coming up soon, and some brand new SMS content coming up soon as we get our hands on this brand new stuff. All right. Thanks again.
All right.
All right.
Pleasure.
Yeah. Catch you guys soon. So before I take off to go shoot some more footage here at CES 2014, I want to give a big shout out to our official sponsor making this coverage possible. That is Squarespace. They are an amazing service where you can go over and build your very own sophisticated and professional looking website without any kind of previous experience in web development. Head over to Squarespace right now. All the information is down in the description. I built my website using Squarespace and I have been a customer for a very long time. So I am incredibly happy to have them on board as our official sponsor for CES 2014.